There was somebody who told me that, Mama, when we are breaking our fast, we normally go and visit orphans and widows. So we heard that you have some orphans here. Can we come and pray with you? And then they came. And they told me, God is taking you to another place. God is removing you here and taking you to a place that will glorify His name. I said, thank you, Lord. And one day I left with my helper. We came to visit this home now. Imagine I'm staying in a house that I'm paying rent 2,000 and it's becoming difficult to pay. But here, my faith is telling me big land. You know, me, I was so ignorant. Even knowing things like lease agreement, all those things I didn't know. So he comes and I come to talk to him. He told me, now you see, you have children and you need this place and you can't buy it now. What we are going to do, I'm going to give you this place for lease. And we are going to be renewing the lease every year until you buy. And I'm selling it 2 million. I turned back. I asked God, now you hear this. He needs money. And you know very well I don't have that money. What do I do? So we stayed here. That was the year 2001 when we signed the lease agreement. And we continued staying here until 2007, January, is when we completed the paying for the land, and the person brought us the title deed. I was planting capsicum, carrots, eggplant, tomato, coriander. I started teaching people how to cook this vegetable. Just the vegetable alone they could eat. And when I cook those vegetables, they think I've cooked meat because it is so nice. And I also taught them how to plant vegetable in a line, everything. Whether the traditional vegetable, when planted, must be planted on a line. And they used to come and look at how I planted. And now everybody in this area does that. They don't just spray them as they used to do. So, as we continued, I didn't have many helpers, but I have to start now having helpers. I started now plowing the shamba from here up to the river. And it was very good because we were using maize from our own garden. And the children were also being brought every now and then. And the children officer who was there, whoever came, liked it so much because whenever they brought children and they come for visits, they could see changes in these children. So I can say the government was also good to me because when relief food was being distributed, they could look on me with good eyes. Yeah, because I was also doing a good job. As I continued, I was asking myself now, Lord, what next? And one day we had a crusade. I was coaching other pastors how they are going to do counseling. One of the pastors told me that now that we have done evangelism, why don't you come and help me in my church to teach evangelism so that people can go out one-on-one? I went, I did it. So because now I've known him, he called me for a conference. And when I went for the conference, the lady who was doing the conference shared with me when we were saying what we are doing. I told her what I'm doing. And she said, I have interest. I want to go and see. And then they came. So they came from Australia. So we came and he was interviewing me as we were in the vehicle. And we reached here. He went down to the river, up to the river. He saw the farm. And one thing that happened when they came, this home became like something is happening. So many people came, even to touch the white men. They were saying they have not seen them like that. Maybe closer like that. I've been greeting them and doing all that. So we talked casually. They don't give us anything. So they went back. We went back to the conference and we finished the conference. That was 2000. It was like December. So after this meeting, we were now communicating. In May of the 2002, 2002, one of the pastors who introduced me to them died. No, before he died, these people came back. But they told me they cannot come back up to this place. They are only going to Kisumu. But I said, oh, it's okay. I can meet them in Kisumu as I go to visit my mom at home. They said, no, they'll be very busy. You see, these people don't like it like that, so you may not see them. I said, no, it's okay, no problem. I wanted to go to Nairobi. I kept on postponing from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So on this Wednesday, I wanted to see somebody in Awendo. I dressed, I went to Awendo. I didn't find this man. I came back and I slept. Then my helper tells me, the person who you went to see at Awendo had come here to see you. So you have given me a number that you call him, or you go back and see him. So I left again. When I was leaving, as I was just nearing the road, I saw people alighting from the car, from the matatu. And then, because I was told they not come here, I didn't have that money that they are coming here. Then I'm just walking. Then the lady saw me, left his trunk, and came running to hug me. And that is when my mind came back. These people have come, and they have come with those men of God again. So this man of God, one goes back to charge his phone and read it, and another one say that the wife is in the hospital giving birth. So they left us, me and these people. I came here with them. I made lunch for them. I told them, why did you tell me that you were coming? And they looked at each other. They say, they did tell you? I said, they did. Nobody told me that you were coming. So even you could not have found me. I was going somewhere. But they said it's okay. So they took kids, they went down the river, and they looked at the river, and they are saying, we are not promising to do anything, but we love what you are doing. And I was sharing with them, because I was in a week of praying and fasting. I was sharing with them that for me, I would like to work with people who love God, and people who have accountability, and they have integrity, and they have a purpose in whatever they are doing. That is what I really desire. If I get people to work with like that, I'll be very happy. And then they looked at each other with the husband, and they started crying. And they said, where did you see us talking these things yesterday? This is exactly what we were talking about yesterday, discussing with my husband. And they said that we have found you. We are going to work with you. But now we need you people to register an organization, how we can work. So when they said we register an organization, these men refused to register because they don't want me in that registration. So what happened? It was in May. They kept on postponing. This lady is asking me every day. By that time they came, at least they gave me some money. They gave me some 15,000 to do some shopping for the children. And they went. So they said that we should do registration. So these people dilly-dallied with the registration. So this pastor who had a church, he told me, some of my friends here, they're afraid of you. They're scared of you. So they don't want me in this thing.
Why are they scared of you?
They are scared of me because I speak the truth, but with them, they are. So the lady asked me why that has not been done. I told him, no, I don't know, because you see, I found you with these people. So I don't know what they're doing. Me, I'm there with my organization. Others are also there with their organization. So I don't know what is happening. So that was the year 2002. And we did register, but we went and opened a joint account with now this pastor. Unfortunately, this pastor dies in a road accident. When he died in a road accident, we met together, the team that was there before. When we met, we said that we are not going to stop, we are going to continue. And then they wrote minutes, they gave to me, I posted. In this meeting, we had an interim committee. Remember, the lady has said, wherever we are registering, I must be among the executive. At first, they had registered and I was not there. She rejected. Now we did the second one. The second one, I was not given any post. In fact, they told me point blank, you just came yesterday. Why do you think you should be everywhere? I said, I don't have a problem because this is just an organization. I have my own organization. So I took the minutes. The lady said, I am not going to work with these people. If Consul is not there, I'm not going to work with them. Now, one man who was working with the man who died, he became now like the chairman. And he called a friend of his and me. And we said, now, Consul, because these people have refused that you don't work with them, I've left them out. I'm going to work with you. So we started working together. We opened an account. We didn't open an account. This man was using his own account. Now, 2003, this woman comes again. When they come now, they go to this man's home. And he came with an old woman and two ladies. And it was not very comfortable. So they would come here every morning and eat breakfast, eat lunch, and then they could even eat at night and go. Then we had a meeting. Because this man had been given some money to do some project, he didn't do this project. And because with me, I want the truth to be done. So he wasn't very happy with me. But that is the way I do things. 2004, they came back again. 2005, they came back again. But they must come here. Yeah. They were not sleeping here. They were just sleeping in that man's home. In the year 2006, they told the man that I should go to Australia. Then I went to Nairobi because this man said in Nakuru. I asked him, why are you calling me to go to that? Why are you so excited? Are you going to Australia? Because our counterpart in Uganda had gone to Australia, 2005. So he's telling me, you are supposed to go to Australia. I thought he was joking. So I go to the cyber, I read the letter. God has told me Connie must come to Australia. I was thinking it is a joke. I don't have passport. I don't have anything. I don't have any knowledge of how I'm going to start going out. But when he told me like that, I said, now I must go and get my passport very fast. So I came back. He told me, don't go. I'm going to take you to a friend in Kisumu. So for me to go, they were going to sabotage by getting the passport. I didn't know, but I learned. So it was in April. So I went and applied for the passport around the 9th. And when I applied for the passport, they told me that you wait until 28 working days. But I said, I told the lady, no, I can't wait for 28 days because I'm going for a conference, of which I'm going to be late. And then she told me, now I can't help you. You can go to the registrar. And I went to the registrar's office. One of the ladies followed me in the company of those people. When she followed me, she started talking. I introduced myself to the man and I started talking. And the lady interjected and started talking. Now the man asked him, are you the one who wants the passport or who wants the passport? I said, it is me who wants the passport. So let me speak on my own. I know what I want. And the guy told him, you can go and wait for her outside. She was annoyed, but she went outside. I expressed myself and the man told me, Mama, today is Friday. It is 4. So I can't do anything. But believe me, you have come to me in a very good way, and I'm going to help you. So You come on Tuesday at 4 and get your passport. Because I'm going to work it on Monday and Tuesday. You'll be ready. I didn't believe. I came back. On Tuesday, I went back. I got my passport. Did I really come back here? I went to Nairobi to get the visa. It was during nearing Easter. So the next day when I went, because I have to get itinerary first, there were so many people because there were people who are going for Maurice Cerulo World Evangelism. So the itinerary office was very, the air ticket, the ticketing office was very busy. So we said there when I went, they had closed because they closed at 11, Australian Embassy. So when it was closed, I went back the next day, which was Thursday, and then Good Friday is coming. So when I went, I applied. After application, I came back home that same day, Thursday night. I arrived here. I left my sister-in-law to check for me my emails because I had a mission team that has come from Nairobi to here. I was going to be very busy. So I told her, you can check my email and call me, tell me what they have said. Because I can't go to the cyber to check email. So she told me they said they need logbook, they need title deed, all those things they need for you to be given the visa. And I should write through Telegram. So on Tuesday, on Monday, the visitors went. And on Tuesday, I went to Migori. I went to the post office and sent my telegram. I said, I'm a widow. I take care of widows and orphans. I've got no intention to go and stay in Australia. I'm committed to serve these people here in my country. And I'm going to come back. Believe me. I sent it. On Saturday, I went to Nairobi. On Monday, I went to get my visa. And then on Tuesday, I traveled to Australia. So when I went to Australia, I was living with my host, but we were going to other churches, sharing my vision, sharing the photo of the children. We went to another state. I went to Victoria. On a Sunday, we traveled to another state, which is South Australia, Adelaide. That is where there is conference for CRC churches. So we had the conference. In the conference here, I was meeting people. And the people I met in that conference in 2006, I'm still in contact with them. They still sponsor children. So I came back. When I came back, they followed after 1 month. And that is when this is a construction was begun. The extension to the roundhouse was begun. They came, there were 2 men. One of them was very old, but they started the foundation of this house. They left it where they started the foundation down until they did the roof. Now it was being built as the roof is on, but they're building the wall. I started seeing some lights, at least. And then they built that one. At least the boys got where they were sleeping because the boys used to sleep the boys started coming.
Okay, now you started meeting boys.
How I started bringing boys was a family was brought. And this family, they had a grandmother who was very old, who could turn wild and chase the children away. They were 4, 2 boys and 2 girls. They could run helter-skelter. They could group the next day, but everybody has run his own way. The youngest boy was around 4 years. So the youngest boy was brought first. I came and I found the youngest boy has been brought. Okay, there was a girl who was brought first. The second girl, the second born. So when the second one was brought, I went to Nairobi. When I came back, I found the chief has brought the first boy. Now I'm asking myself, now he has brought this boy. Where is he going to sleep? But because he was still very little, he was sleeping with others in my room, other girls in my room. But now he's sleeping on his own bed. Another time, another boy has been brought from the same home. So eventually, the 4 of them ended up here. So when they ended up, now there are 2 boys, my boys. So boys started coming. and we welcomed the boys. And now we have to separate where are girls going to sleep, boys going to sleep. And so when I came back, things were not good. The people who were there on the ground turned against me because they thought that now I've taken over. But again, even though I've taken over, I have my own organization. Everybody should do his part. The battle started in immediately I came back. That was July. Until the next year, 2007, I won the battle. But they had said that now I shouldn't communicate with anybody in Australia because of the things these people said about me, but because they were all lies and God was on my side. At last, everything was ironed and they got to hear the truth of the matter. When they heard the truth, they were astonished. And they told me, you come back to Australia and tell the story, how it started and how it ended. I went back and I told my story and I came back. And even that 2007, they came back again. So from that time, we started the journey. That is when we started the building, this one here. This building was started with a pastor who became sick and died of cancer. We used to fellowship in a classroom, iron tin. We have iron tin classes first, which were condemned by the children, by the public health. So we used to fellowship there. People used to come from outside, but I saw that it is better that we go outside for the church. So we have our own church at the junction there. God gave me some money to buy land. I dedicated it to the Lord. So we have a church there. So we are continuing doing things. Our farm is going to continue. We started even buying cows. Right now we have 6 cows, which we are milking. Yeah, great cow. We started doing things, projects now. Like our farm is now like a demonstration farm for other farmers. People come here to learn. Like today, we are going to have a meeting in the afternoon called Paddock to Plate. We started with the kitchen garden during Corona. During Corona, because they were said that no going out. So kids all remained here. So boys remained here, girls moved to my home. In the morning after breakfast, we arm ourselves and we come to the garden. I said that I wanted to buy seeds for the community, and more so for the guardians of the children, because those who were near, they went home. Those who could not go home by vehicles, they remained. So we said, those who are back at home, we are going to give them seeds. They come here, they learn. We are going to give them seeds, they plant. And then I got somebody to come and teach. I thought he was going to teach us, this is how you plant carrot. I started with something else. We had a class 4 times of nutrition, teaching you that this thing that you are planting, this is what it does in your body. This is how you should eat. This is how you should plant. So after finishing in class, now we went to do the nursery. We did the nursery. After that, we are taught to do the nursery. Then now we went to plant, how to plant it. Very, very good way. And so we planted. Another kid used to come here with the grandmother, and they learned how to plant the vegetable. They went and just dug near the house, and they planted Uranta near the house to keep away the chicken. And those kids now, today, as we speak, the girl has bought even a cow from whatever she plants. And she has gone to agricultural college in Vukura, because that is her passion now. So from there, we continued. going to the village to see how people are progressing, which was very good. People could plant even in plastic bags. You plant anything in a plastic bag, and they were doing well. And even those who lived in town, they still planted. There was no excuse that I don't have a farm. So that is what happened. So the second phase was to give them 10 chicken each. They came, they taught us even to make feeds, and we learned to make it so they can bring every ingredient that is required. We make feeds, we give back to them. We want to feed with chicken. From there is a lady who picks up. She's rearing chicken right now. She doesn't have any problem. She can rear chicken. They just give birth and they give birth and they give birth. She sells eggs and she sells chicken. Yeah, so from there, we didn't have water. And I used to water from the borehole, which is very hard. And my vegetable almost died. And somebody saw it and said, what has happened? I said, we don't have water. Water has run out of the borehole. And say, now, how can we help you? I said, until we drill water. And that's how I got water drilled. So after I got water drilled, I said, I want to continue teaching the community best practices. We bring in people who can teach them, and that is what we are doing. And right now, we are having the project called Paddock to Plate. We are still going to teach them how to plant. After planting, they go to the kitchen, they cook, they make practice of whatever they are doing. So that is what we are doing currently. Our children have continued learning. We have those who have graduated. Some of them have graduated very well with first class honors. Yeah.
University.
Yeah. We have many who have graduated in university. Yeah. We have a boy who went to work in Dubai, but the company in Dubai sent him again to Nairobi to open another company. He's working there. One of our boys. They have done so well. Many people have a wrong idea because of orphanage, because somebody can come to me and tell me, lend me 100,000. I say, where do I get that? Only they have is that people who have got orphanages have money. They don't know the extent that we are suffering. You have seen all the kids who are coming to eat. They are not paying even a single cent. Because some of these kids, they come from poor background, don't pay even a cent. We're also buying for them uniform. Because you find a child coming to school with a torn uniform without even a panty inside. Those who go to high school, we retain their uniform. Yeah. So it can help even these others. So we have many vulnerable in this school than any other school, because as we see, God has given us eye to see the suffering of that child. You cannot let a child do without lunch, and others are coming to eat. Ours are coming to eat, so they all come and eat. So ours is to take care of the child holistically, spiritually, physically, mentally, and even socially. We are not, we don't leave a child hanging. Even those who have gone to up to class 8, still we have taken them through tertiary. And we have one who did, we have those who have done mechanic. We have those who have done welding, and we bought for him machine. We have one who have done masonry. We bought for him machines. We try to make them be self-reliant, to be not to be a liability, but to be an asset in the society. So we have helped them that far. We have even kids who have gone to Bible schools. They are ministers. They are ministering as pastors. We have them in Nairobi. We have them in Kisumu. We have them in Nakuru. So whenever we go, we try also to bring them together in those towns. Sometimes you can go to Kisumu, we bring them together. Those one in Kisumu. You go to Nairobi, we bring this one Nairobi together. Yeah, and that kind of meeting. The government has not known the plight of children, which is very sad in our country. I would say with courage that the government has neglected the children in this nation painfully. We have children living in their homes that we support. You can imagine somebody giving a household of 5 children 2,000. What can that one do? You are supposed to have uniform from that money and money for books and everything. I think that was an abuse of highest degree. It is like even they should not have given that money. And sometimes they tell you, don't take children. They're being catered for. They're being given money. I said, what money? And then again, as we have a bigger number of children we take care of living outside than those who live here. Because we could not accommodate all of them, I'm really supporting them wherever they are. Which is also helped so many of them. Because like now you find a child will come to the CCI, people will grab their land. But now with being there, we also make it possible for them to have the title deeds so that they live in those lands peacefully. The government can do the reforms, but us, we are going to do our work. Because wherever they are, we are still going to support them until they reach where they can reach. Yeah. Because we don't want a society where a child will be crying, I was not given an opportunity to reach where I want to reach. We don't have really money, but we try our level best. Like we didn't have money as these 5 are going to university. Remember the one going to Amref University. The fee there is not a joke.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. You just look at the fee structure and then your spirit is dimmed to say, no, this one I can't. But because that is what is just chosen, we let her go. If we can have a heart of supporting children, we are doing it to God. I remember one boy who was going to, the one who graduated second time, he was going, okay, there was one who graduated first. I found him. He was supposed to go to Form 1. This boy had a shot that he used to go to school with, which was torn. His back was just bare. He had a very big wound on his leg. His hair was just shaggy. And this somebody living in grandmother's home. I looked at the boy, I cried. The mother was there down, who could not do anything. I took this boy. God gave me wisdom. I started selling bags. I go to Nairobi easily. I get ladies' bags. I sell. I educated this boy in high school. When he finished school, I didn't know how to start. And again, I talked to somebody. Can you give me 60,000? I have done shopping and everything, but now I don't still have fee. That guy gave me. I didn't even take a second. He has sent me 60,000. The boy went to university, Masinde Muliro, not Masinde Muliro, Eldoret University. He graduated. He did agriculture. The second one was supposed to go to Rapobi. Now, my sponsor tells me, we don't have money to take those boys. They passed about 5 boys very well, going to Riri, Rapogi, I don't know where. No money. I was waiting, thinking that money will come. My mom had given me money to buy for high grade cow. Me here, I see children, I divide this money, I take the kids to school. Then they tell me, because my mom now wants to buy the cow, they tell me, there is no money. Take those boys, put them in the house, tell someone to come and teach them. Because then they do school, our school. I was stranded. I didn't know what to do. But now what I did, I let them learn for that year. The second year, I removed this one boy to another school. Then I was in a meeting and someone tells me, take those boys to Anjego school. Our boys have been going to Anjego school. It is just a small school. But remember somebody passing with for something. They have done so well in that school. At time they are 15 in that school. And they pass very well. So they've been going to that simple school, but now we have let them go to the school of their choices. They are doing well. So I'm saying that each one of us can team up and help a child. The plight of children is not going to reduce in our nation. Many kids are still suffering. When results come, this home is always full. Mama, can you help me? I can't take a kid to school. And these are parents, not even children. These are parents who are there, mother and father are there, but they are not able to take their kids to secondary school. Sometimes bursary, you are given 5,000 or 3. It can't do anything. And now, I don't know, you don't have kids in high school, so let me tell you what is happening. The fee that you pay is even lower than the things that are required in school. You need the rim paper. You need remedial. You need motivation. Projects in school, building projects are there. Math project is there. The things that are needed in school are more than the school fee. Yeah. And right now, they need nil balance. A kid will go to school, is sent away. Last week, they sent one who had 500 shillings. Now, a child where he's coming from is using 300 shillings to come and go back. Now, 600 shillings transport. The teacher will agree to lend you money to go home to get this money. It is very sad. So let me tell you, the plight of children, the suffering of children will still go on. Even those with parents, they still have problems. So what about an orphan? So we continually identify children who are in need and we say support them. And I think that one will go on. The government thinks that they are doing a good thing, but for me, I can tell them point blank, they're not doing a good thing. Of course, some children homes were not doing the right thing, but because they don't regulate. I have worked with the Association of Charitable Children institution in Kenya, being the deputy chair nationally. We have marked all the children homes, like in Migori, I know all of them. Those who are not open came out and we embraced them and we started working together. Actually, they took us through many trainings, trauma training, how to care for children. And many of them were trained. The caregivers were trained, social workers were trained, managers were trained. They now knew how to do things in the right way because we now started regulating ourselves. One day we were in a meeting and one of the county director of children's services started saying, these orphanages, these are just thieves. I told him, my friend, you don't know what you're talking about. Today, if I can take the children I have and take to your office and tell you now, locate where they are going to stay, you will cry. Because they bring children in the office, you can't live with them. You can't stay with them that night. You have to look for where to take them. And many kids are still being abandoned. Let me tell you. They say they don't want these things. Many children are being abandoned, leave alone the one who are abused, but abandoned. You find many kids are being abandoned. We have a child who was abandoned in Rongo. He was brought in this institution within 2 days. Where will you take that kid? Somebody who cannot talk, where will he say? Those who came who can talk, is very easy to deal with. Because you have been taught how you are going to talk to this kid. Ask him, do you go to church? A child of 3, 4 years knows he goes to church, isn't it? What is the name of your church? What's the name of your pastor? They'll tell you. From there, you can now start tracing. I told you the work of Chile is not going to stop. They are going to close the homes, but they are going to create another problem, because this is where now we are going to have many, many sick children. They can't stop the flow of these children. They will not stop that. There will be more children in the street than ever before. So I just pray that the government, the eyes should open. They said they want to have their own institutions. They had them before, but they did work. Child Welfare Society, it's a government owned, but not doing a good job. So they'll still think twice how to support children in this nation, so that children may live in dignity. Yeah. Hmm? Yeah, they may live in dignity. They are also human beings, because whatever they are doing, I don't think they did a good study to know what is happening. Somebody came, and this person who came with this idea, he worked with the UN. The mother was killed in front of him. She had the sister. And when the mother was killed in front of them, they were rushed to Nairobi, SOS village. He grew up there until they finished the university. When they finished the university, he was given 15,000 to go and rent the house. And they told him, we're going to support you for 3 months as you look for a job. This guy got annoyed. Why was this one done to me? So he's against orphanage. He started now working with the UN, with these bodies now, to tarnish the name of the CCIs. And he said that CCI is a very bad place for a child to grow. Where would he have stayed if it was not SOS? So somebody came with the wrong information. But even though the CCI may not be the good place for a child to live, but we have to have alternative. We must take care of our children to know that how are they surviving. I think as they have village elders, these village elders also, they should have somebody in the community taking care of these children, knowing that this child, the father have died, the mother have died. How are they surviving? How are they eating? Who is taking care? Because these days, brother of your father cannot take care of you. They can't. He also have his hands full. They can't. But I pray that somebody will advise the government the right way, that kids must be taken care of and with dignity.